Pleasant afternoon to each and everyone. My name is Jayan Bisenyo Gratil, your first discussants for today. So this is my presentation in Information Technology and Human Development. So our instructor, Dr. Maria Juliet Angeline P. Malaya Alarte. My topic is all about education technology. So let's start. So what is education technology? Commonly abbreviated as EduTech or EdTech, is the combined use of computer hardware, software, and educational theory and practice to facilitate learning. So, we usually are familiar with this during our face-to-face or F2F class meetings when we use these technologies in teaching our students. And also, educational technology continues to find ways, create, uses, and manages technological processes and educational resources to help improve learners' academic performances. So, may I add that this is not only the case in educational technology, but also one of its objectives is to make learning enjoyable, fun, light, and not the opposite wherein it stresses the students despite the use of this technology. So, educational technology as a field has been described as a persisting initiative that seeks to bring learners, teacher, and technical means together in an effective way. So, before the pandemic, we were used in the face-to-face classroom setting where the teachers inside the classroom can use various types of their technology like laptops, projectors, tablets, desktop computers, and computers laboratories. While implementing the conventional face-to-face classroom setting, but during this time, we are now implementing an innovation which we were not used to before the arrival of this pandemic, which is online learning, and together with this we use different types of strategies under blended learning. So this is welcome into the role of educational technology with where it innovates the process of learning depending on the situation persisting in that particular society. And also, last but not the least, educational technology transcends beyond the conventional process of teaching, even with the use of technology like projectors being used during lectures. So once you use these technologies inside the classroom, it does not necessarily mean that you are already implementing educational technology as a whole. Because EdTech is not just a combination of two fields, which is education and technology. It goes beyond that, so we have other fields that affects educational technology. The strategy used in EdTech, the implementation of the technology used in EdTech. So as very prominent figure in information technology said, technology is just a tool in terms of getting the kids or the learners working together and motivating them. The teachers will always be the most important element in learning. And also another is EdTech. It is based on knowledge that emerge from disciplines such as communication, education psychology, sociology, artificial intelligence, and computer science. This means that educational technology is not isolated by itself. It is affected by these disciplines. So, we will see more of this especially in our situation right now, wherein we will not be able to practice face-to-face meeting with our students in a classroom setting. So the next, we'll show you the outline content of the study of educational technology. Content of educational technology. The first one is the definition, related terms, history, theory, practice. Technologies, benefits, disadvantage, assessment, and analytics. So, educational technology considerations. Teachers in the public or private schools and faculty at universities need to understand what types of materials are available, how to use them, why they should be used, and when they should be used, and how to integrate them into the teaching learning environment in order to meet the ultimate goal of improving education in Teachers also need to seriously consider how these newer materials can affect what and how we learn and teach. And these considerations are, so here are some 5 considerations: software tools, software types, integrated learning system, equipment, and multimedia integration. So let's start the software. A program that tells our computers how to perform tasks. So software is the intangible part of the computer system. You will not be able to see or touch a software because these are instructions created by a programmer to tell the hardware what to do. And the next is program, also known as application, a series of step-by-step instructions that tell the computer precisely what actions to perform. So computers refers to the hardware. So example of hardware are your laptops, desktops, and even your mobile phones. So if you want your laptop to print a document, your laptop's software programs would tell the printer to get the document and then produce a printout. So classification of this software are word processing, spreadsheet, video conferencing, presentation, desktop publishing, and graphic programs. So word processing, the most common is MS Word. But before the arrival of MS Word or Microsoft Word, we already had WordStar. And then after WordStar, the incorporated in Microsoft Office is also Notepad, Spreadsheet. The most common is MS Excel, or before MS Excel, we were using Lotus or 123 and then video conferencing. Software or application for mobile phones, you have Google Meet and Zoom. And then after video conferencing, presentations, you have PowerPoints, desktop publishing, you have PageMaker, and lastly, graphic programs. You have the very popular Photoshop. The next is software types. Types of categories refers to the function of the software. This also identified how the software is to be used. A metaphor of this is a hammer, which should only be used for pounding and removing nails. It's the same with software. So software is a design for a specific function, and these are drill and practices for tutorials for simulation, instructional games, problem solving, and other. So these categories are what classifies the function of our hardware. So the next is Integrated Learning System, Computer Managed Instruction or CMI. The primary purpose of CMI is to help the instructor and the students in the management to records. Especially teachers use it for handling students' records, diagnosing and prescribing materials, monitoring progress, and testing. Teachers should be familiar with computer managed instructions, how to use it, with what level and subject areas to use it, and its role in the educational process. So the next is equipment. Digital camera, tablets, laptop, 3D printers, scanner, computers modern, printer, projectors, and others. So these are all classified as equipments. So if we are going to outline the common denominator of these equipments, all of them are tangible, that's why they are classified as hardware. So the function and the role, the teacher is to be able to distinguish how and when to use this equipment in the online teaching and learning process. The next is multimedia integration. The creation of presentation that incorporates graphics, images, audio and video files, and also animations impart these multimedia objects into the teachers' or students' presentation and learning materials. Teachers should be able to understand how and why the integration of multimedia helps them to teach and how it helps students to learn. And that's all. Thank you for watching.